don't know if the sun is beating down upon our faces just yet. It is 8:23 this morning on Breakfast Television. We're looking at a lot of condos downtown. Two things we love to talk about the most around Vancouver: the weather and real estate. We're joined by Joannah Connolly from the Glacier Media Real Estate Division. Joannah, let's talk about how the market has changed as we moved over, let's just say, the last 6 months. The summer was unique.
Yeah, it was a really strange summer. So what normally happens in Metro Vancouver and any real estate market is that you see that peak in kind of May through March, and then it dips off in summer, in June, July, August, when people are on vacation, they're not thinking about buying homes. We sort of had the opposite effect this year. We had a very weak spring, and then suddenly in July, sales jumped by around 23% over the previous July.
Wow.
And then in August, slipped a little bit, but still 16% higher than they were in August 2018. So naturally, the real estate industry is jumping on this and saying, you know, maybe we've seen the bottom in terms of sales. Maybe, you know, the worst is behind us from their point of view, and that the market is starting to recover. Maybe because mortgage rates are pretty low right now, so there's cheap money to be had, and because prices have been coming down. But price trends don't always match the sales trends.
Is that your take? Do you believe it's that? Or is it possible that there's just been a pent-up number of people waiting to buy? You still have, some people still have to move, still have to buy. It's like, okay, I can't wait any longer. Now's the time, and it just happens to be summer.
Maybe. Certainly there has been a pent-up demand, because there are always people that need to move, they need to buy, they need to sell, and people have been waiting. And so I do think that they've seen prices come down and think, well, maybe now is the time. But that doesn't mean necessarily that that's going to stop. It may just go back to normal. And that's really the position of many industry bodies and economists too, is that this is probably just stabilizing right now.
Let's talk about first-time home buyers and some new incentives.
Yeah, so another thing that's maybe making it a good time to buy right now is that the first-time home buyers incentive was launched last week. So this gives you 5% on an existing resale home, or 10% on a pre-sale home, and it comes in the form of a shared equity mortgage with CMHC, which basically means that you borrow the money and you pay it back to them, plus the equivalent share of whatever uplift when you eventually sell the home.
So this is separate of the CMHC insurance that provided
totally
if you have less than, what, 20% down or 25% down?
That's right. Yeah, this is totally separate. And this is only if you have less than 20% down, and it's only up to households with $120,000 annual income.
It's
so
capped at
it's
an income
capped
level.
at an income level. You can only get it 4 times. The purchase price can only be 4 times the annual income, so that the purchase price is capped at $480,000, which a lot of people, of course, are saying, well, what can you get?
You can't get anything for that.
Actually, I had a look on listings yesterday, and you can get 2,800 listings up to $480,000 right now in the Lower Mainland, and 1,000 of those are in Greater Vancouver. So you can get something.
Yeah, and that is a change from even a year ago.
That's right.
What's your take, quickly, moving ahead into the fall and eventual spring market? Do you think it's going to continue to tick up?
Yeah, I think it might, because of these incentives, because of the low mortgage rates. Like, now people are thinking that now is a good time to buy. I think that prices may drop a little bit further towards the end of the year, but probably the price trends will follow the sales trends, and if those continue to recover, then eventually prices will catch up. So a lot of the forecasts are saying that next year it's all going to go back up again.
It's interesting. Like anything, it can't stay down for long.
That's right.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate your time, as always, Joannah. Coming up, Mary has all your news.